We're starting now. Hello there, welcome to the stream. Well, today is another daily Limbus like we said we're gonna do. It's the 4th Limbus today, and today we're featuring the 7 Association and their IDs, which are old as hell. We haven't got a new 7 Association in fucking years. And welcome Thomas Mars on YouTube. Hello. So, as per usual, we're going to be sitting here at the first minutes of the stream and taking a look at the IDs and seeing what they can do. Starting with Yisang, which is old as hell. Also, I realized none of them are leveled up, which means I have work to do. So, let's begin. We're going to need a lot of tickets now that I think about it. Whoo boy. Before we even get started on our lovely journey about the 7 Association, we are going to need tickets. A lot of tickets. And I am not going to waste our time by doing this manually. We're just going to charge up our Encephalon, and we're going to skip some levels. Encephalon is there to be used, and we are going to be used. It is going to be used, I mean. Am I getting less tickets by doing things this way? Yes, yes I am. Am I saving time? Yes, yes I am. There we go. That should have some tickets. If not, well, we'll just do more. There we go. It's a 14 true and 4 for every upgrade. We should have enough for fully upgrading then and then doing the thing of true. There we go. Of checking out what they can do. Now, the 7 Association is one of the oldest archetypes we have. And their gimmick is very simple. There's nothing too crazy because they're very, very old IDs. But they have their own unique gift on the Mirror Dungeon, which will give them a boost that they desperately need. And we'll be probably going to do other things like with a similar gimmick, where if they have a unique gift, we're going to use them. Probably going to do the Dietzi Association next. But for now, we are 7 Association. Well, let's begin. Yisang has 3 Gloom, 2 Gluttony, and 1 Sloth, and a Gluttony defense. His passive is very simple. At 4 passive, 4 Resonance, Gluttony. Enemy has -2 Clash Power, which is really good, but it's only for him, and well, he kind of desperately needs it. Oops. Skill 1 inflicts Rupture. Skill 2 inflicts Paralysis and Rupture, which is very good. We don't get a lot of IDs that do Paralysis anymore. And finally, his Skill 3 just inflicts more. So there's no conditionals here. They don't have any fancy guard skills. This is a 0000. So it's really nothing. Moving on to Faust. Faust has 3 Envy. She has 2 Gloom and 1 Gluttony. And a Lust defense. Interesting. Her passive. There we go. When attacking a target with a damage type that the target is weak or fatal to, gain poise for each rupture on target before the attack. That is before the attack. That is kind of good. Not great, not bad, but kind of good for something that is in the Mirror Dungeon, which is unfortunately what we're going to be doing here. So let's see. Passive. 3 Gluttony. Gains poise for each rupture on target up to 20. And it has to be attack weakness to activate this. Okay. Pretty easy so far. We're going to check 7 Association Ryoshu now. Starting with Ryoshu. She has 3 Sloth, 2 Pride, 1 Gluttony, and a Gluttony counter. Interesting. Her passive is deals more slash damage this turn. And I'll pretty much guarantee that we're going to activate this because it's just 5 owned Gluttony. No gimmicks here, no nothing. Just deals more slash damage. Deals Which is funny because she has one skill that is called Slash that deals blunt damage. I don't know why. Here, Slash deals blunt damage. Rupture, skill true, skill power plus true against units with Slash fragility. Clash Wing gains attack power up. And how does she inflict Slash fragility? With her skill tree. So we have a conditional here for her S2. Power plus 2 versus Slash fragility. And she does apply Slash fragility with her 1. Good luck for MD. Thank you, Thomas. It's not going to be too difficult. We have... Here's the thing. MDs only really get really difficult when you have less than 5 sinners. Because you're going to be eating attacks. There are bosses like we saw yesterday with... what's his face? Dongrang. Because of the seed spam, and we couldn't do anything about it. Oh yeah, her counter inflicts Slash fragility so she can focus. Counter equals Slash fragility. And her S3 too. S3 Slash fragility. Very good. Heathcliff now is one of the later IDs that came out for the 7 Association. He has 3 Wrath, True Envy, surprisingly, and 1 Gluttony. For a team that has so much Gluttony resonance, they kind of have low Gluttony. The Wrath block. Is that block? There we go. And Lust block. Alright, your passive, Heathcliff. When attacking a target with a damage type that the target is fatal, inflict more rupture with skill effects. If 4 or more surviving units, including these units, are 7 association fixers, additional +1 rupture. So, no problems here. So his passive is 4 owned Gluttony. We're going to activate that almost immediately. Gluttony inflicts more rupture versus fatal. Pretty simple. His S1 has a conditional. S1, 6 plus rupture equal 1 coin power. I'm assuming that's going to be a recurring theme on his character. No. And finally on his S3. S3, which is pretty good, having more coin power on a skill with multiple coins. So 6 plus rupture equal 1 coin power. And, his defense has no gimmick, so this is a pretty easy character. And last, we have Otis. Otis 7 Association is very funny because every single one of her attacks decreases the clash power on the enemy. It is very interesting. So, here we go. She has 3 Gluttony, very good. She has 2 Sloth and 1 Lust. That's the second Lust attack we see, and a Gluttony block. Her passive is, when attacking a target with the damage type the target is weak or fatal to, she deals more damage, and it's a Resonance passive, Gluttony Res, 3 Gluttony Res, plus 10% damage versus fatal or weak. Very good. Skill 1, inflicts paralysis and increases the clash power. Skill 2, defense down, clash power. Skill 3, in clash opponent has defense 2, if target has 7 rupture, coin power plus 2. Not bad. S3, so here we go. S3, 7 plus rupture equals coin power plus 2. And we have weakness analyzed. A random endure or normal attack type resistance is weakened to once per turn. And she can haste or defense power up next turn by using her block. Plus, on use, yeah, that's the point. On haste and 1 defense power up. Very good, here we have it. We can check this out here. It goes to expenditure. So we're generating not a lot of... Yeah. So we got these boys here. Now it's time to build the team that is going to give them support. We are, for the most part, focusing on attacking weak or fatal and rupture as our secondary. We do inflict paralysis, but that's it. So let's see what we have. For rupture, we have this Dawn. The ally with the highest aggro. What's some good ego gift? Ah, there are many good ego gifts. Nebulizer is very good if you have any smidge of pride on your team, because you can just re-trigger him and gain a lot of poise, thus enabling everyone to do critical hits. If you're doing critical hits, getting the tier 4, of course tier 4 is going to be good, but especially the critical one, Calm Mirror Clear Water, I believe that's the name, because it gives you an insane amount of offense power up, and offense power up equals clash power and more damage, which is always good. Any of the cost ego gifts are amazing because you're going to be using a lot of money and all of that. Rebate ticket is good, because rebate token, not ticket, because it lets you sometimes get a free upgrade out of your items. And yeah, there's a lot of good ones. There's not a single negative. Maybe Gossipian is a negative, but I can't think of too many of them right now. But let's focus here on where we are. So let's see, Hazel Packway branch here. But the fastest speed on hit with a base attack skill against enemies with +2 rupture count or sinking count, flicks defense level down. This is actually pretty good. Do we generate gloom? Yes, we do. So we can add more defense level down on top of the defense level down we apply. Triple rupture or sinking count. Flicks 1 defense level. Yeah, it's pretty easy to activate. We're gonna put that one here. Let's see. This one gives us haste. This one is burden, poise, tremor, fanatic, blood. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. Merceau, how can you help us? What are your rupture IDs? None of them, actually. Right. It's a pride resonance, and we do have pride, but not a lot of it. And it just gives us haste. It's not very good. Dead Rabbit's boss. You continue to play game at existence. One ally with a fast speed hits an enemy with Tristler's Rupture, a flick of offense level down. We're gonna take you because we are all about debuffing the enemy. What else we have here? We have an Incorporate Grub Hammer, which is good-ish if you're losing health, but you need consistent Wrath. Resonance of 3. Rose Spanner Workshop. I don't remember what you do. Ally with a fast speed lowers the clash power opponents with Tremor. We don't inflict Tremor, so we cannot use you. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be Dead Rabbits, unless we take the middle little brother, because it has a ally with the least SP heals 10 SP a turn, and if there's another ally from the same faction, and it's 3 Envy, and we do have 2 characters that generate Envy. So the real question is, do we want offense level down, or do we want sanity heal? I'll take the offense level down. Any tips for a solo MD? If you are looking to suffer, don't take any gifts at the start. If you do not want to suffer and actually have a good time, you are going to take Echoes of the Manor. You're going to take the Blessing from the Night of Despair. Looks like a little shield. It's a keywordless. And honestly, then take a healing item like Phlebotomy, First Aid. Painkiller is also good to avoid death. But take something that can heal, something that can make you tankier, and something that can unstagger you, unless the ID you're planning to solo with can unstagger itself. And just be prepared to restart a bunch of fights, or come across a situation where you really can't win, because alone you can't win. Really, that's just it. Just accept that the first fights, you're going to be taking a lot of damage. You're going to barely be scraping by. But once you get out of that, like, floor 1 funk and got a few good gifts going on for your character. And of course, make sure you have good passives supporting that character. You pretty much coast by. There are going to be only a few challenges ahead. But more than ego gifts, make sure your team is properly supporting your character. For example, this here, I think it is, yeah. I made this team to run House of Spiders Apprentice, and everyone here is giving something to help him. Now, because it's a mirror dungeon, you don't necessarily need to take passives that only trigger when you get certain scene resources. But as a rule, if the character that is doing a solo does not have the sin and the passive we want to use requires a resonance, that means it's never going to trigger. The only passives that you can trigger, even if your character does not generate that sin, will be owned passives, the ones that require you to have a number of ego resources owned, because you can get those through ego gifts, like the lighter. There is Oracle. There is there's a bunch of ego gifts that give you seeing materials, and you can get it from the cards as well, so it's not that bad. Anyway, returning here, we are still building our guy for Rupture. See here. There we go. Support. That is with the least current HP percentage, your type of death, right? So we can't use that. What else we can use here? This is good to keep us boy healed, but the moment we hit that 4 resonance, and he's saying requires a 4 resonance, we put ourselves at the risk of dying because of the K-Corp Ampule. And we can always take the classic. This doesn't get any better, really. So the choice between damage and healing here. We're going to take damage because since we have a good Gluttony resonance, we can take Gregor for healing. Although it would be really funny to have someone die from the Ampule. I never actually had that happen. Because he's the ally with the lowest HP percentage. Yeah. Let's give it a try. If someone dies from that, that's my bad. Next one. Ishmael. What do Ishmael have for Rupture? Tremor Burst. This is Sinking or Poise, I believe. Sinking. Burn. This is Tremor. Tremor and Sinking. Pequod Captain is a Pride Resonance, which is not very good. Gives Poise. We have LCCB Assistant Manager. Ally with lowest speed gains True Guard Final Power. Who has the lowest speed of the bunch here? Is it you? You roll a 5-8. 5-8. 4-7. You're the slowest one, huh? You roll a 3-7. Somehow slower than Faust. 3-7. Yeah, the slowest one would be that one. So, unless I'm planning to block with them, there's no reason to use this. Jung's Office, what do you do? You are a... Online with least SP, uses a base attack skill to heads hit, heals 5 SP. It's a SP healer. And you allow us to retreat, right? But we don't want to retreat. That's the problem. If this unit is defeated in an encounter, apply assist to the subsequent substituting unit. In chain battles, if this unit is a backup unit or has retreated, activate the following. Combat start among the entities who are 50% RP or lower, or use the defense skill. Choose the identity with the earliest deployment order. A turn unit identity recovers from stagger due to damage and performs a battlefield retreat. 2 times per encounter. We don't have anyone to back off from the fight, so that's kind of worthless. Let's see this one. Oh, the combat start will compare each identity's hero HP to the start of the previous turn and apply true defense level up to the entity with the greatest disparity of HP values between turns. This one's better. Our Corp, you deals more blunt damage for the least SP. And yeah, I'm thinking that one. Unless I want to use this one because it gives us clash power. First deploy base attack skills per turn if dashboard in the absolute run, 10% best skill. If I use Y Ishmael, do I got Manor Shaped Eagle Gift? See, if we're fighting solo, you're going to want that. Zwei Ishmael can tank a lot of damage, but she still can get staggered. And in chain battles, or, you know, unfocused encounters, you are going to get hit a lot. So it's better to take it. It's better to have it than not have it. Rhodia, what do you do for our team? One ally with a fast speed inflicts rupture damage to an enemy. Inflict offense level down, defense level down next turn. Yes, we want that. Thank you. We inflict a lot of defenses level down. What about you, Sinclair? How can you help the 7 Association? When ally speed defeated enemy with rupture, inflict 1 defense level down. Hits an enemy. More defense level down. Waiter. And finally, we have Gregor. Let me check. If this unit kills this encounter, if he dies, he gives poison. I forgot he was weird like that. Lobotomy Eagle Lamp. What do you do again? I never used you. I should use it next time. Maybe I'll use you on a solo tomorrow. Apply the following effect to an ally with the earliest deployment order among those with negative effects. Gain blunt damage numbers. Meh. Good for solos, though. That's it. I think that's our team. Not bad, but not great either. Not a lot of damage going out here, but this is 7 association. But she gets defensive stance. Yeah, just because she gets defensive stance does not mean she can't get staggered. Defensive stance, here we go. Second does not compound potency, stacking only extended duration. When it gains its effect, the game following it fixes immunity to its minimum value, gain 5 defense level up, gain aggro, and it can draw enemies attack toward this unit regardless of speed. Upon clash with strength numbers. Yeah, no, cannot be staggered by damage. Well, I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know. I wasn't sure she could do that. Never used her that much. Still, unless you're gonna use your block every single turn, I don't see why you can't use it. And I have seen her get staggered despite having defensive stance. I'm fairly sure I have seen that. She cannot get staggered by damage, but she can stagger by other things. And there are things out there that will stagger you. Tremor, for example, will stagger you despite that. I mean, I'd rather have the Manor, Echoes of the Manor. If I don't, it's fine. You just have it. Here we go. We're ready to enter the Mirror Dungeon with our lovely 7 association team. Yeah. It'll be fine. We're gonna get our 2 basic graces here, which is leveling up per floor and gaining that max speed clash damage. Oh, actually, I don't need that. I just like to have the level up so that they can actually keep up rather than, you know, suddenly they're weak because they don't have levels. You're welcome. I'm here to help you. I'm here to teach you. Well, given that I just learned that myself, I can't say I'm teaching anyone, right? Here we go. Favor of the Nebulae. We are going to get the Slash gift, the Short Cane Sword, because it's very important for us. Because we are 7 association. And as a gift, for starters, I don't think we need anything. Omni 2 Salt is interesting because it would make us very powerful. Because we'd be stacking the... When I skill the same attack type hitting the enemy 12 times, enemy gain +1 resistance to attack time 3 times per encounter. Per enemy, consistent value over 12. I have to hit someone 12 times though, that's... I don't think there is anyone outside of Kanto's bosses that survive 12 hits. But it's any type of hit, right? I'm not sure. We'll leave it that way. Anything else we can get for 7 here? Or I guess we can leave it at that. We got Snake Slow. Yeah, we'll go without gift. We'll just take the Cane Sword and just go without a gift. So there's not really much gimmick going on here. Except for Faust. Ryoshu has a S-Power +2 fragility. Alright, let's see. We got Sentence. We got this, but we don't only have 5 guys. First aid kit is always good. This one is free power-up, protection, and damage. And this one gives us envy or slash damage skill. Well, we can go automated factory. Let's visit our favorite of boys. Hurtley. So I'll deploy you, and you.
탐구할 것은 무엇이오?
Since we generate Gloom and Sloth, we'll be able to activate most of our passives. Let's see. Gloom and Gluttony. Res. Owned Pride. We do have Pride. Owned Gluttony, and Owned Gluttony. It's very easy. Here we go. Let's start generating the Gluttony that we need. And the Pride. Very nice. Maybe we should go time killing time because I feel like it's fitting to take the English association to the English district. Right, we need more gluttony. So 1, 2, 2, should have enough now. Because of her clash reduction, this guy rolled a 0. Alright, we have enough gluttony. Now... No, we need 1 more gluttony. Then it always resonance, and we need more gloom. Let's get the gloom here, and the last gluttony we need.
너냐?
예측대로 빈틈투성이로
침묵했어.
관찰을
Once again, because this is a focused encounter, there's very little opportunity for actually using the gimmicks. The very few gimmicks the 7 Association have to play here only are gonna shine more on the focused encounters. Alright, we got all of our... except for Pride, which... Does anyone have a Pride block? I don't think so. Yeah, no Pride block here. Well, what can you do?
탐구는 끝났어.
We can easily activate the passive from Konglu by just doing a bunch of blocks in a row, because that would just give us a nice healing for the guy with the least health. And also make Yi-Sang clash really hard. And this one is a resonance. Very good.
너냐?
쓰러졌고
Only thing we have to watch out for is to not overdose on the ampules, which is the only thing that really can kill someone here, because it applies 2 ampules per use to the guy with the lowest health. And it doesn't expire. There's a good chance of the character dying.
사건을 끝내러 가볼까?
Do. Here we go. Let's take a look at the fast. Let's activate it. So now the ampule is going to be applied to an ally with the lowest HP percentage. That will be Ryoshu.
처리할 시간이야 머저리들.
I'm willing to sacrifice Ryoshu once to see how it works. By the way, this passive here, if you're not careful, it's good on solos, it's good on smaller teams, but if you're not careful, you can actually kill your siblings by this passive. But we'll see that happen in just a moment. Let's see. Faust currently has 2 ampules. At 4 count, she dies. We're gonna go for 4 counts now. Let's check it out.
직접 나서지.
비참거리긴.
예측대로
Okay, it didn't apply. I guess it targets sinners with less health first. Let's do it again. I want to see this happen. I want it to happen. Let's increase their
처리할
HP.
시간이야 머저리들.
It shouldn't. It's just a healing. Okay, Ryoshu's going to die. Let's watch that happen now. No. Okay, so it spreads around. It prioritizes on spreading around rather than killing your sinners outright. Okay. That's strange. I need to double check that.
처리할 시간이야 머저리들.
Because it says it targets the sinner with the least percentage HP.
침묵했어.
Percentage compared to what?
빈틈투성이로군. 부서진 신체입 같군요. 예측대로 쓰러졌고
Silly old me. I can
얘는
just look it up
처리했고.
if I learn about it.
그래, 얘는 처리했고.
With the lowest HP percentage. Percentage to what? God, this wiki sucks. Here we go. Moving forward. Let's do the event. Oh, it's you. We have 5 sinners now. We can beat it. I want those bleed gifts. You're gonna give me. And we can heal.
사건을 끝내러 가볼까?
You need 5 lightning for you to activate. There we go. You will not destroy me this time, you goddamn fuck-ass coffin plant.
탐구는 끝났어.
And that pupper, and White Consumer might be the most annoying ego gift in the game for the enemy unstaggered. It is not horrible, it used to be much worse. And I say that because if you upgrade it, it is going to deal so much offense level down that it's frankly ridiculous. But before, it was very, very bad. Love tap here. I mostly want its lead gifts because I can fuse them or sell them for something else.
예측대로.
Alright, it's in bleed time now. Meaning he's gonna gain a lot of clash power. Not if I can't help it. Because anything you clash against me is going to be hard down. Wow, you are fast. We should stop being so fast. Let's see what that's really fast. One for Faust. Unflashable, unflashable. Unflashable. This one is very flashable. Ryoshu, have you slash frailty? No, you didn't. Well, you're about to have it next time. And since no one is fast enough to actually target it, except you are, there we go, we offset that annoyingness with evade, and now we go for a few one-sided attacks.
깔끔하게.
Wash him.
관찰을.
Nice, we got a stagger out.
끝났습니다.
And the funny thing is, since it has slash frailty now, this one here gives skill power +2, and skill power is very good. Does he have 6 rupture? Yes, 3 rupture. 3 rupture. That was on my end here, sorry. Stagger the other field, slash next turn. I just send out attacks, paralyze next turn. Rupture if it's left down next turn. You know what? We're gonna paralyze you a lot. Because you're gonna come, if you don't die from this barrage of attacks, you are gonna recover and attack us with high clash power, and we don't want that. You will be paralyzed if you're not dead.
끝났습니다.
What happened, Thomas? He's dead. Upper slashing for 88 on 4-1. Oh, if you're asking about White Gossipium, White Gossipium has a effect that, here, you can see it right now. If there are staggered enemies, unstagger them, then inflict 8 plus stagger level times 4 bleed potency and 8 plus stagger level times 4 divided by 2 offense level down then. Activates once per enemy per encounter. Does not activate against certain enemies that do not recover from stagger. This means that if you were working hard to stagger an enemy via tremor or pure damage or whatever, this gift is going to unstagger him, give him a lot of bleed potency, not bleed count, mind you, a lot of potency, and then is going to give him a lot of offense level down. So the intent behind this is that you stagger an enemy, you give him a lot of bleed, they instantly recover, and because their offense level down has been nerfed into the ground, you're going to clash and you're going to win, meaning your bleed is going to do damage every time you clash, and then you're going to hit him anyway. However, most of the time, it is better just to hit an enemy that is staggered rather than hitting him with bleed. Bleed deals at max 9 damage per activation. Assuming you have enough count to keep it up, and in a mirror dungeon you're probably going to have infinite count of bleed, which doesn't make it too bad. It's still better to hit the target if he was staggered, not dealing 9 damage per, per clash, unless you're using something like a full-on bleed team, or you're using the Segment Desire Eagle from Rhodia, which pauses bleed, so you can make the character bleed through all of the clashes in that recover turn. If you have something like Lunar Memory going together, which is, Lunar Memory is difficult to get, you're probably going to get it if you're playing Extreme Floors, it becomes your best ally, sort of. That effect is honestly a really good early game. When you get somewhere like Extreme Mode, it's almost necessary to have enemies constantly staggered, and the offense level down is almost useless. I disagree with you on the part that the offense level down is almost useless, because offense level down... Offense level down translates into clash power. If you do not know that, I wouldn't blame you if you don't, because Limbus Company, as far as I'm aware, never explains offense and defense level downs. When two attacks clash against each other, not only are we comparing the base power plus coin power of the skill, we're also comparing offense levels. For every 3 offense level in difference between one attack or the other, that equates to +1 clash power. It's starting to understand here. As a matter of fact, I don't say it's mandatory, but almost mandatory if you're going for 15, to have several gifts that will give you offense level downs on enemies. And defense level down equates also to nerfing the opponent's... no, not nerfing the opponent's defense, because that's not how it works. It gives you more damage. So, again, 2 attacks clashed. We compared numbers, we compared offense level ups, offense level downs, whatever. And I won the clash. Alright, I'm going to hit the enemy now. I am going to compare my offense level against his defense level. I think every point of difference means 10% more damage to me. But every point of, he has a higher defense, that means less 10% damage to him. That's why Zweimail and almost all of the Zwei IDs that get defense power-ups, even if they get hit, they take basically no damage. So, for example here, on the Short King Sword, when winning a clash with a slash-based attack skill, inflict 2 defense level down next turn against that target. Once per turn, per identity effect can stack against the same enemies. For 7 association identities, above effect applies to pierce and blunt based attack skills as well. 7 association identities gain number of the 7 association identities divided by 2, clash power up, rounded down, max 2. So by hitting the enemy, we are already making him more vulnerable to damage. He's going to take 10% more damage per point of defense level down compared to my offense level. Let's take a look here. I like Heathcliff. So you can check on all IDs your defense level down right here. He has a 62 -1 because of his ID. That's there. 62 defense level. His attack has 64 offense level. You can see up here. Nice. If Heathcliff were to hit Heathcliff with his attack, there is a difference of 2 points between his attack, offense level, and his defense level. Meaning this attack would deal 20% more damage. So, once again, he has 64 offense level. Let's say he's clashing against the same attack, right? 64 versus 64. So since they're both equal in offense levels, they're just going to take the base power and the coin power. Not much to go on here. But however, if this attack were to clash with an attack with a higher skill, the higher offense level, every 3 points of difference would mean 1 clash power for the attack with the highest offense level. Meaning, a single defense level down means the enemy has already lost 1 clash power. Because it works on multiples of 3s. Faust didn't have anything on her S1, right? Something special. Faust. No, her S1 is pretty garbage. Gathering Skull. By using Pride Affinity or Pierce Damage skill, using the Pierce power. Good. Prejudice is a good healing. Let's take the healing. And let's fuse the gifts into Rupture. Well, first, why Ishmael? Again, it's the same thing as the Echoes of the Manor. I'd rather have Painkiller than not have it. 20% damage reduction doesn't sound like much, but it is plenty when you need it. Ooh, Phlebotomy. I'll take that. One more refresh, please. Pen of Nostalgia. I'll take that too. And we're gonna upgrade it too. This one can activate on a Gloom or Lust Absolute Resonance, but we only have Gloom on Yiseng and Faust, and Lust, we have Lust Block on Faust, and we have a Lust S3 on Otis. Not very good. We'll keep it around and we'll sell it next time.
예술이란 것을 보여주지.
Here we go. Let's put it to the test here. So this attack here, we're gonna click on it. Which one is Stay Diligent? Stay Diligent. Stay Diligent. It has 62 offense level. Is that right? It has a true base power and true coin power. That means by this, without considering offense level here, this one can go up to 8 power if he get all heads on his skill. Right. 62 of power. If I attack him with a 64 on... what's the first one? Oh, this is not a very good one for clashing. Here we have our 64. 62 versus 64. There is a difference of offense level here, but not a 3-point difference. Meaning they are gonna clash equally. Very nice. You can even see in gold letters on the top. At the top near my skill that I have more of. I have the same offense. No, yeah. I have 64 offense level and he has 62 offense level. I have 62 defense level and he has 58. Go. Shit. But I have true clash power-ups, so my attack rolls much higher than it should. And remember, clash power does not mean damage, it just means clash power. So if you are fighting in the Mirror Dungeon Extreme, you have a choice between enemy final power or enemy, what's it called, final power or base power, take clash. Sure, it might make more difficult to win clashes, and you kind of win clashes, but you can also choose not to clash. And you can basically hit it with counters. If you choose not to clash, you take less damage from if you increase by final power or base power. How do you win without clashing? Very simple. What's up with my dog? Defense skills, counter, clashable counters, and etc., they don't clash. It means that offense level, defense level comparison does not happen. Of course, with a normal counter, you gotta get hit in the face for it to proc, which is no good. But still, you negate the offense level power-ups, the clash ups, you negate clash power, but if you had chosen final power or base power, that's still going to apply. Sorry, dog, background, but once again, you're not here for a good quality stream. It reminds me, I gotta change some things about my channel since I'm gonna switch over to purely doing Limbus content now. Because I don't have a lot of time. I shouldn't be wasting my time a lot with 5-hour streams. Although I wish to, simply at the moment it's not
직접
sustainable.
나서지.
I can do this right now, actually. I should just do that right now. Go. He is currently weak to all damage types because he's staggered. That means all passes are going to go off. Flasher, Disruptor. It's a Clash Queen, so it's dark. 50%. I just burst him out. Does he have slash weakness? No one has slash weakness.
처리할 시간이야, 머저리들. 관찰은 끝났습니다.
Oh, my stream's freezing. What the hell?
관찰은 끝났습니다.
We go back to normal? Okay, it's back to normal. Next turn. And defense with this. Alright, we can finally do the one with here. This guy is really fast. What the hell? Power. Most of the clashes are going to be dominating for the 7 association just because of how much clash power they have, and this is without the grace of the partners giving them +2 clash power. So they, with that gift, with the starting gift for the 7 association, we could have just right on floor 1 4 clash power.
배연했지.
Big heal. And now she can do very good clash here. So she gets skill, shoot more skill power, and she's gonna get hit. There's nothing I can do about that. Unless I give up the setup I was trying to do. Good. Let's level down. Where is aerial slash agility? 5 stacks. Did you get 5 stacks? Does she apply
필요한
5
정보는
stacks?
찾았나?
2 additional. Yeah, she does apply 5 stacks. That's 50% more damage. God damn, Hiroshu. You keep on the team that you do a lot of damage. Huh. Well, I suppose that's to be expected from Hiroshu, all sinners. Fortunately, she's going to have to get hit. Point. Some association is very capable, but they're really boring to watch. But that's the fact that they're just older IDs. I like the newer IDs, not just because of like the incredible quality that they have now, animation quality, but I also enjoy them because they have more of a realized kit rather than a lot of the passive stuff they have. You can see they're really beginning to how do you call it? Experiment with this with the pre-quad trio, but the 7 association came before the Pequod trio, I believe, and so they are, you know, older IDs. Which is fine.
탐구는 끝났어.
I just wish when we get a Type 5 for these units, they would get a little bit of like a touch-up. Like, oh, they're Type 5, let's put them on the same level as the newer IDs and do worker kit, and give them a little nice bonus on the animation sector. But that would be a lot of job. But just like how he promised, he said he was going to implement Type 5 for Eagles, specifically older Eagles, where they're going to be working on, like, gradually releasing the uptype for the older Eagles. Is there an Eagle Gift where you can't die? There is a few of them, but they are not available right away, I believe. One of them requires an upgrade. You can get the T-Corp Investigator badge right at the beginning, but you need to upgrade it 2 times before you can enjoy its effect, because it heals your character, I think, to full on that where he was going to be defeated. Do you have slash weakness? You do. But yeah, it requires 2 upgrades. There is the... I'm trying to bring this up from top of my head. There is the Ardor Blossom Moth Egg that prevents death once, revives you. There is now the You Who Love the City, which is it's the Eagle Gift for these guys, which revives you with some HP, but makes you more vulnerable at the time it does that. But right off the bat that I can remember, you take the T-Corp Investigator badge and upgrade it to full, because it works on it's only level 1 it only affects the 3rd slot, level 2 affects the 2nd slot, and level 1 affects level max affects the all three on the deployment order. Let me repeat that. The T-Corp Investigator badge works reverse. When you first get it, you are going to be given the effect only to the 3rd deployed unit. And then on the 2nd upgrade, you're going to have it affecting the 2nd and the 3rd, and in the 3rd upgrade, you will affect all 3 of your sinners, first sinners. Right, we can get Kaleidoscope to get some offense level up. That's great. No problem. This is the intent behind this daily MDs. Because if I were to gonna sit here and play MD every day, I want to make something interesting out of it, right? Not just, I could, if I wanted, I could just enter my stream, hit, get Lord Lu and the Haitiolings, hit win rate every node of the battle, and just steamroll the MD. But that's no fun. That's not interesting. So I'm trying to turn this daily MD thing. At some point, it's gonna become that. I'm gonna run out of IDs, but I want to do like, we're gonna start the MD. We're gonna study these IDs, see how they work, see which team can work together with them, and just, you know, just have a good time learning about the IDs and how they work.
직접 나서지.
Target has no rupture on him, so no, it has. This one for the stacks. This one you can just use for free. It's just for free again, but it has true flash power for free. That opening does not have slash weakness, so wrap up. And this guy has no more. Well, I really like Ryoju here because she has this skill. It rolls really good. And if the guy has slash fragility, she gets plus your skill power. So that 4 there becomes a 6. But the guy has to have slash fragility. Slash fragility is applied by her counter or by her skill tree. So it's kind of an opposite of some how IDs work, where you set up for the skill tree. This one, you use the skill tree to apply motherfucking 5 slash fragility, and then you use this one to do big damage. Big damage in quotation marks, because this is still a 00 ID with not the most impressive hits. It works, but it's not the best thing ever. We never explained how Yiseng on this ID is able to manifest the logo of the Seven Association and make it explode. It's just another one of the mysteries of the city. Forensic is Saga have 6 rupture. We really need to get more rupture gifts so we can actually proc all of these more power on if enemy has, you know, rupture.
처리할 시간이야 머저리다. 예측대로군. 빈틈투성이로군.
It's been an interesting weekend for me, full of revelations. Here we go, we're ready to deploy.
깔끔하게.
I don't mind. I bitch about this every time I play MMG, but I like the unfocused encounters because it looks like a big old brawl and you see the characters moving around doing their stuff. I just wish I had more control on who to target and what to do. We have very little control over it, so it becomes difficult to use ID kits. It becomes difficult to do solos, duos, or trios because you cannot control who is going to do what against who. Because by default, the characters will target the slowest enemy instead of the fastest ones that are attacking them. Or if they're faster than everyone else, they're going to be attacking the slowest guy. And sometimes you want to have your evade up to be able to, you know, do things. But such is life. We'll get started. We don't have any rupture gifts, so they start the building rupture.
직접 나서지.
Oh, the slash fragility was on this turn, I see. So her counter can set up the skill power of her skill 2 right away, assuming she can, you know, use it on the same turn. She has slots. I see. Yeah,
탐구는 끝났어. 저치의 약점이야.
부서진 홍차잎 같군요. 예측대로.
they clash so comically hard.
부서진 더 이상 얻을 정보는 없군요.
And they deal good damage too because of the constant defense level damage.
직접 나서지. 예측대로. 쓰러졌고. 관찰은 끝났습니다.
탐구는 끝났어.
배연의 진화. 약점은 파악했어. 직접
Oh, we
나서
did activate 4 resonance again. That's dangerous. Gotta watch out for that. Don't want anyone dying because they used too much K-Corp ampules.
관찰은 끝났습니다.
삐칭거리긴. 그래, 얘는 처리했고.
것만 예크.
Just kill them. They're all panicking.
쓰러졌고. 더 이상 얻을 정보는 없군요.
There we go. Employee card. We do not use charge, so this is fodder. Let's go down here. Here now. I always prefer taking the events because, you know, a free level up. But hey, so this detail can see it very well or gain sinking. Poise or sinking. Poise or sinking. I want level up. Ah. Level up is always good because level up increases your offense levels, and well, it's good. Ooh, look at that! I want that charge gift. You will give me that charge gift, meaning we can actually use charge for something. Nice job, Heathcliff.
이런 걸
Since we have a way to generate charge with Wrath, but we don't have Wrath resonance, that's the problem. But we did have this. When activates Law of Absolute against 4 charge count. We can get this working. We are gonna get this working because it's free damage. We got the gifts, might as well use them, right? So this here gives allows 5+ charge, unique charge, gain 1 damage up. That has Pride Affinity skill, gain 2 damage up instead. So now we upgrade this to just heavy charge. When activating Wrath Absolute Resonance or using a skill that gains or applies charge, unique charge, all allies get 3 charge count at the next turn start. So we could have a Wrath. We don't actually have enough Wrath to do a Wrath Absolute Resonance, which requires 3 Wraths in a row. The only one that has Wrath is Heathcliff, and I think that's it. Yeah, only Heathcliff has Wrath. So this is worthless for us, unfortunately. So we are going to sell it, or we're gonna fuse it with something more useful. Rupture, and this is give a power up. We're gonna keep it. Do it. Rupture deals more damage against shield. Could be better. Could be better. Could be worse. We're gonna upgrade this, and then we're gonna upgrade it again. Now, at the start of the turn, 3 random allies will gain 3 charge, meaning that as soon as the fight starts, we get damage ups. Darkest Knight 6915, welcome to the stream. And what faction are you planning on doing next? That's a great question. I don't actually know. I mentioned something about. Now I forgot what I'm gonna do next. We already did Piquot Trio. We already did. Piquot Trio, we did Sync before, we tried to do the Bat Brothers using the Dead Rabbit's only ID. Maybe I could do a solo Kong Lu because he's fun to use. What other factions? What faction would you like me to do, actually? Oh, hello, Dombe. How you doing? It's been a while. Seems like it's a recurring theme to me to fight one of the true bosses from Canto 4. I don't know what's up with that.
깔끔하게.
Because this daily MD is not going to be just factions, it's going to be IDs as well. For example, I can do a K-Car Ponglu solo. Middle, I already did middle, but I can do middle again because I really like doing them. I'll decide. Probably, I'll see. Either middle or solo Konglu. Or I usually post an hour before it happens. Alright, here we go again. Now you have slash frailty. That means Ryosho is going to carry you apart. Okay. Just like a gap. You're slow means I can offset you. Target. You're offsetted. You're not dodging our attacks. Yeah, sure. You know what? Tomorrow I'll do a middle mirror dungeon. They're fun to use. I already know their kit, and they have 4 distinct ego gifts for the dungeon. They are very easy to use and very fun. I think I already have a team ready, so I'm just gonna roll over how they work and such. Messing around with the index IDs is pretty fun. It's a shame we only have like 3 of them, and 2 of them are horribly overpowered. I wish we got more proselytes, honestly. Because I like the idea of having like the big powerful guys, like Index, Yiseng and all that, but I like this. I like this best. We have a full team of the Goobers. They're no one special. They're not like named characters. They are 5 Goobers from the 7 Association. Sure, she's like the commander director, but I like this. I wish we had more of this. Anyway, Dombe, we're gonna rip you apart now. Let's see, on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have 2 double slaughters. Slash. Do you still have your slash weakness? No, you have pierce weakness. I like seeing MDs like this because it allows to see how the extent of these more niche underused IDs. Personally, I'd like to see this Y. I could do Zwei as well. We can see it. One problem is that one of the Zwei IDs, Sinclair has 2 Zwei IDs for some reason. Nope. How much Starlight do I need for Graces plus plus? I think if you're gonna get literally every single Grace, you're gonna need about 1,400, 500, something like that. In that case, you could try doing a dual run with Chef and Gregor at some point. Yes, now I actually thought about doing that some time ago. I hope it's not gonna be another situation where I bring Dead Rabbit's Merceau with Heathcliff and get filtered by the Cotton. Alright, here we go. The big attack that most people get destroyed by. No, this is not the one yet. Yeah, that is coming soon. Let's see. Big attacks. Because these guys are actually at a risk of losing clashes, so kind of. Not losing the clash, but not meeting the requirements to beat the fight, because we already got some blooming going on here. Does it apply blooming on using Flick 3 blooming? Let's see. And at 5, it becomes fully blooming. 3. Yeah, just make sure no one gets bloomed. There's always the deadly 5%.
더 이상 얻을 정보는 없군요.
Look at him go. A little gardening by Altus and Faust. Ah, she's gonna change stages now. Not stages, but, you know, fight. Ah, my sanity. Oh, what's happened? Did we remove all your plants? How sad. Heathcliff, block her. Do you have slash fragility? No, you got purged of all your debuffs for some reason.
탐구는 끝났어.
I remember back in the day when Chef Ryosho was released, everyone was screaming how this is the strongest ID ever, and she just had like a high coin attack. High coin number attack, that's it. Because she did the little stab.
끝났습니다.
Oh, my sanity. Alright, it's dueling time. Haha. So you gotta get like a shit ton of protection because of it's all combat start, so just hit her. Ruptures still do damage through protection, so
탐구는 끝났어.
I should put E-Sang to duel. What a shame. Anyway.
깔끔하게. 관찰은 끝났습니다.
She's gonna keep beating your ass. I don't know what you're trying to do here.
깔끔하게.
I guess that her doing the dueling thing does disable the Eagle Gift for the 7 Association, but hey, you're dead. She's dead now.
끝났어.
관찰은 끝났습니다.
Look at Faust. I just do the math. You need 1,000 free starlight or 100 and... What do you mean free starlight? All starlight is free. You just get it from the mirror dungeon. Without. You get starlight by either doing the mirror dungeon and completing it with IDs that are rested, or you can get it from this card just like that. I guess we do start with some free starlight. I forgot about that. Ooh. We want this. We will get this. We're going to visit the frog. Let's go here. Ah, is it a duck or is it a rabbit? I think it's a rabbit because it gives me a sinking gift. Now this here, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the gifts you... I wouldn't say need to have, but I would strongly recommend you have it if you're doing Mirror Dungeon Extreme, because you get a gift that applies sinking to everyone. That's 3 offense level downs and defense level downs on the enemy, on everyone. That's Wayward Passenger. I don't want to mess with him, not right now at least.
현장에서 직접 뵙죠.
Ah, fish time. Fish attacks our sanity at turn end.
예측대로
Actually, that reminds me. I need to prepare something for my tabletop, because today we had tabletop. It was very fun. I was playing with my Kurokumo character. And I still haven't nailed his personality down, but now I'm going to be the GM next time we play, and I am going to stream that. But it's going to be a stream where we are not going to read chat, we're just going to be playing it, so sorry about that. But it is a tabletop that uses the Ruina system, and it's based around the city. It's Project Moon, but a tabletop game, you know? We have our own like story plotline going. It is completely unrelated to Limbus, Lobotomy, or Ruina, but it happens in the city. And you know, your fixer's doing fixer things. And I want to prepare a audio pane to put on my soundboard to sort of like when it's a player's turn, I play the audio and it says their name and get ready, something like that. I should probably look it up soon. There's probably plenty of text-to-speech that I can use. Not AI stuff. Go good old text-to-speech because I want it to be as robotic as possible.
끝났습니다.
At this point, I might as well just click win rate, but I don't want to do that because we're dealing enough rupture at the beginning, I believe, to trigger the only two. We have like two conditionals. We have the conditional for Ryoshu. We have a conditional for Heatwave, that if the enemy has 6 plus rupture, he gains point power. What else? Otis also has rupture coin power on her S3. And Faust has nothing. She can gain poise by hitting an enemy with rupture. Really, the only conditional we really have going here, which is very powerful, is Ryoshu's with the true plus skill power on her S2. The enemy has Lash Fragility, while Heathcliff gains a point power on his S1 and S2 if the enemy has 6 plus rupture. Look at the clash power. He rolls like a 22 and then it goes down to 17 when he hits the enemy. Actually, I'm gonna write down what you guys said so I don't forget it tomorrow. Can't forget this because I have a lot of things to do and work tomorrow. So, Zwei, middle, chef. Chef and who more? Chef and sous chef.
얘는 처리했고
Alright. I have then 3 teams to go to the next mirror now. So we will do chef, middle, or Zwei. Maybe I will do Zwei first. Or maybe we can... Yeah, Zwei first. And then we can do middle. Although there's 2 people that want to see middle. Yeah, middle, Zwei, and then chef. Decided. Final. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, there's Solo Konglu too. Solo Konglu. I wish I had more K-Corp units, honestly. Again, this has come down to like making units is difficult, and if you release... since this is the director's pet project, not prison project, whatever, passion project, whatever you want to call it. He mentioned in one of the interviews or one of his live streams that pulling... Oh, thank you for the subscribe. Oh, it's... Okay, hi Melting Love, how you doing? Thank you for the subscribe. I still that the sim was kind of being eaten up, I gotta fix that later. Thanks for the sub, much appreciated. In any case, oh boy, I have Melting Love following me now. Oh boy. Right, the director said this is his passion project. That is his project. Project Moon is his. And he said that pulling a 00 ID feels really bad, and that's why he kind of like lowered the number of 00s. I don't like that, but it's his thing to do. He can do whatever he pleases. But I wish I could see more 00 IDs exist, mostly of the random nobodies. And I already talked this in the last stream. If you want to make them not feel as shitty, make them have powerful support passives. They're bad fighters, they're not good fighters, but they have powerful support passives to give to the strong fighters. And so you create this relationship between the 000s are very good in combat, but they're not good at giving support, while the 00s are bad at combat, but they are very good at giving support. If you see a 00 in the field, it's because you fucked up. Because someone in your team died, and this guy that is supposed to be giving you support from the sidelines is now forced to go into the field. That's how I would do 000s, and you know, just as a way to expand more the lore of the city and the factions. Not no need for secrets or anything, no need for deeper lore, just hey, this is how the Shi Association works, because this character is overworked and has to do a bunch of like reports, and so we have Shi Otis being annoyed that she has to write a bunch of forms and other stuff because of all the jobs she completed with her team, so she has to stay up until late drinking energy drinks. You should do a Hey Show, but use the Lord Lu, Honglu, and branch, like Mao branch of the Lord Honglu. That's an idea. Lord Lu is so strong though. Let me see here. Honglu, but only Heisho. We're gonna do a little Jashu cosplay. I see. That's very interesting. I could do that. I think I did that before. I think I sped run the dungeon once by doing that because you can get a fusion gift and 2 unique gifts for the Heisho, specifically the Heisho. Anyway, this is how I would do 00 IDs. Just make them good at the given support, make them as an excuse to expand the Lorna faction, and yeah, that's it. They don't need to be particularly strong. Because there exists this sentiment that I see around the community, and I don't interact with the community at all, that when a new ID comes out, they immediately compare it to the strongest ID, and if it's not as strong or stronger than it, they call it a flop, which I don't care. I use IDs in the Mirror Dungeon because I think they're cool. I like them. When I play it by myself, you know, now here on stream we follow a team. I play middle because I think the middle is cool. I play Kurokumo because I love playing the Kurokumo. And yeah, I play them because they're cool. I don't care if they're super strong or meta. If I wanted to play meta, to play the same exact game, the same Mirror Dungeon every single time, I wouldn't. Honestly, that sounds boring just by mentioning it. I don't know. I don't even. If I wanted to do like super meta stuff, I'd be playing Warframe on the highest levels because you bring a gun or a Warframe that completely wipes out the map, and no one has fun anymore because we're just here to farm for maximum efficiency because we're robots. Who's not clashing? Nah, someone's gonna get hit. There we go.
처리할 시간이야 머저리들.
There's that clash power.
배연의 주마.
One thing I do dislike about a lot of support passes is that a lot of them boil down to deal 10% more damage, 20% more damage. It's good, it's not bad, I'm not gonna complain about extra damage, but it feels a little bland. Especially when there's nothing going on. But sometimes bland is good. That means you can spice it up with something else. Is this the boss? No, this is just a
탐구는 끝났어.
예측대로. 것만 예크.
There we go. This guy's pretty much dead. We can just toss a skill 1 at him and he'll be done. Stick a fork in him, he's done. God, I love playing Cursed Halo so much. That was so much fun. My friend was talking shit about how I was gonna suffer in it. But man, Cursed Halo was so much fun.
예측대로.
Which is a shame because I'm gonna be turning to Limbus only content for a while now. I'm still gonna do a biotic factor with my friend in the afternoon until we finish it at least. After that, I am probably going to pause my stream in the afternoon. I'm gonna keep the daily Limbus, don't worry about it. But I'm gonna pause it for a while because it has not been nice. It has not been sustainable for stream for that many hours of the day and still have to take care of things in the house. And I've been leaving a lot of stuff without doing because of that. Studying, one of them, working out mostly because it rained the entire week. But yeah, it's mostly gonna be Limbus now, which means later today or tomorrow I'm gonna have to edit my channel a little bit, change the banner images and all that, because I promised stuff like PM TRPGs and reviews, but honestly, I don't have time for editing. I really want to get some of my streams chopped them down into little bits, abridge them into something more, you know, the highlights and all that, but I don't have time for that. I simply don't. And it's a lot of work. If I could pay an editor, I would, but I don't have money. But that's enough belly aching for me. I'll figure out a way eventually. I just gotta, you know, lock in and see what I can do. Make sure things in the house are working. Make sure my studies are on, you know, on schedule. Go back to the gym and just, you know, get it together. Alright, let's upgrade Ryoshu, because Ryoshu skill 1 is honestly laughable. It's kind of garbage. It's completely garbage. OPS system, I like that. I want that. And we get a rusted muzzle on top of that. Night vision goggles will give us 5 offense level up for the turn if we have 15 plus charge. We don't have any other way to make charge besides the card, so flash cards. Let's start it. Oh, the Dietzi is another faction I can do a run. They are very tanky. And they have a unique gift here too. Right. Midwinter Nightmare is good. We're gonna keep it. We are selling the pocket cards though. And we are enhancing the PS system. PS system is just giving us raw damage, and I like it. This is good too, and we ran out of money. Story of my life. Is it going to be the frog, or is it going to be the fish? I am betting on the frog. Because he haunts my existence, this pathetic creature. It is the frog. There he is. If I had Heathcliff with an Envy Ego, you would be dead. But we do not. And so we are going to rip you asunder. And I don't think you're going to use that, buddy. It's still combat start, but I don't want you to use that because I'm annoying.
탐구는 끝났어.
Even for low sanity, you're still going to clash like shit. Of course, like I mentioned, I want to do a bunch of factions, a bunch of solos, but at some point we will run out of ideas and teams. So when we reach that point, it's going to be purely Kurokumo plan because I like them. Rip his eyeball out of his socket, please.
탐구는 끝났어.
And put that down as well. Kurokumo and the blade launch. Stuff.
부서진 홍차잎 같군요.
Go. We have a roadmap now for which IDs we're gonna do. That gives me the idea. I should make a schedule for these.
대연의 주.
Look at this pathetic creature. I call him pathetic creature because it's really funny when you hit him with certain egos that affect him in very funny ways because he's always crying.
깔끔하게.
The blubbering toad. Kill him now. I actually need someone to clash exam. I live for a free attack, but I don't like receiving a free attack.
예측대로.
And now kill the toad for me, 7 association. I wish to see him gone. I wish to see him dead. The toad has exploded. Sometimes toads appear in my house. I don't know why. I have a bunch of pictures of them. They always look so grumpy. They always have that face where it's like, how dare you pick me up? Oh, what a useless gift. Great sword and resolution. Gives more clash power. I'll take the extra clash power. Why not? It is giving their final power, so it counterbalances one another. Did I pick this up? Walking Bass. Getting hyped up. Your sight doesn't rush wrath and lust, and hate his trying to hold my own. I'll pick this up later. First deploy the opponent, place things to macro precision time acceleration. Nah. Refresh. Now, you still give me the Walpurgis because I don't want to do the worms again. I already did the worms. I don't want the worms to be back. And I don't want to fight Canto 4 bosses again. I'm tired of them. Go away. Yeah, we're going into Lust, I guess. There we go.
현장에서 직접 뵙죠.
I still don't get how the K-Corp Ampule works for Honglu passive. It says that it's going to give true K-Corp Ampules to the ally with the lowest HP percentage, but what does that mean? Is lowest health currently or lowest overall health? I don't get it. And if everyone's at full health, does it just give it at random? I guess that's the way. That sound makes actual sense now that I say it out loud.
탐구는 끝났어.
예측대로
So if you're all full health, you can just get ampules and it's not going to be a problem. But if someone is a very low health and you use the passive twice, that person dies.
관찰은 끝났습니다.
Go. Nothing to do here but to follow the star.
깔끔하게.
Now, here's one of the things that I say a lot of times now. Those IDs are older, they don't have a lot of gimmicks, their kits are not very advanced, they have true conditionals that work for them. And because of that, once you are, you know, a certain depth in the dungeon there, you're no longer struggling. Especially if you're not doing anything hard, you will just kind of go on the automatic. That's where win rate would fall in. Especially on the unfocused encounters like that, because what am I going to do here? I'm going to explain that, oh, I'm going to check if the guy has 6 Rupture to do the plus coin power one on it. No, the guy's staggered. I'm going to hit him. I don't care about conditional right
직접
now.
나서지.
And because there was no kit, no special little gimmick to go around, it's just chain your attacks best you can and deal more damage. Always try to go for resonance, is absolute resonance. Adds more damage. That's why the needle hits like a fucking truck. We got an absolute res.
너냐?
Actually, I need to confirm how absolute resonance works. Because I know it has to be 3 in a row. Let's see. Absolute resonance. A resonant gate or 3 more skills in affinity are selected consecutively, divided by a as well level. Separate chains are absolutely come separate rather than in a sum. When you choose this 3 resonant dashboard, okay. Absolute resonance counts as regular steam resonance, meaning 4 I see. Oh, that is crazy. That is crazy. Wow. So, absolute resonance. Let's learn together because I know it increases damage, but it's not just damage. It's offense level. We like offense level in this house. So, an absolute resonance is when 3 skills of the same type, same color, are in a row. Meaning you can't be interrupted by other skills, and they are counted separately. So if a skill says it requires a 6 sin absolute resonance, it means you need to have 6 skills of the same color in a row to activate it. That's why I was very confused when I played the middle the first time, because wait a second, I have 6. It's envy. Why is it not activating? It's because they were not in a row.
그래, 얘는 처리했고.
So as you activate resonance, absolute resonance gives 3 offense level up for the 3rd skill, and then 5, 5, 7, 7, 9, 9, 11, 11. So it gives them a lot of offense power as you do absolute resonance, meaning they are gonna clash like a motherfucker and they're gonna hit hard. And hello, John! Are you gonna hit us with that evil counter of yours? I don't think so. 2, 2.
직접 나서지.
Very nice.
얻을
More
정보는
renowned,
없군요.
right?
부서진 홍채잎 같군요.
Right and show the flash as well. Okay, I see. Another reason to get your characters with the mono resonances.
깔끔하게.
And that's the reason why, oh my god, I just realized, Vergilius has all Wrath skills. He's always on absolute resonance, meaning he's getting like a obscene amount of offense power per skill.
부서진 홍채 더 이상 얻을 정보는 없군요.
That is crazy. That also makes solo units with their skill changed much more powerful, allows them to clash obscenely hard because they are going to resonate with their own skills. Like, it feels like the system is not designed to be played with solo in mind, but you have so many mechanics that benefit a solo ID just going. Alright, we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave. Ryoshu, I'm counting on you. There we go. Can always rely on
정보와
you.
같군. 예술적이야.
And now we're fast. We're so fast. Oh, when are we gonna get his fight? This is one of the coolest abnormalities. I love the way he looks.
정보와 같군.
Nice job, Ryoshu.
예술적이야.
You got us coffee. Coffee and cranes.
탐구할 것은 무엇이오?
Ooh, apologies. It is the bugs. The bugs are back.
처리할 시간이야, 머저리들.
Am I talking too loudly? It seems to be peaking if I speak.
예측대로.
That just be more careful. It's been 140 hours. Why does the streams always take 2 hours? Because I'm using underpowered IDs compared to the current mirror engine. Probably.
끝났습니다.
But I don't have anything to do right now. Once I'm done with this, I'll put another Warframe, but prepare for tomorrow. Work calls, the weekend ends. Unfortunately.
탐구는 끝났어.
빈틈 투성이로군.
Depends on the first level, they really need to explain these a little better because it feels like they are supposed to play a bigger factor in the game, but barely. No, not that you barely notice them. Once you start using them, they get pretty fucking powerful. It's more that the fact that they are so invisible and badly explained that sometimes you
직접
flash and you don't know why you lost. It just says like, oh, what do you mean this is a hopeless splash? Because the enemy has like 5 trillion defense level ups.
배연의 지 것만 예크. 빈틈
One thing I
투성이로군.
wish they would rework is the guard skills as well. Specifically the block skill. I think every block skill should be a flashable block. Because right now, the normal block skills, when you put them up, they just give you a shield equal to the roll. But most enemies don't hit for what they're rolling, they hit for higher because, you know, damage bonuses and all that. I think every block should be a clashable block because the clashable block reduces the attack by the roll of your block. That is much stronger than just having a little shield.
것만 예크.
But I guess because they're being clashable blocks, they're subject to clashable effects. Sure now. I don't think any defense skills clash at all. But still, I'd rather have, you know, that. Flashable block rather than a normal block. Unless the normal block's got a real big buff. where you roll a 40 and you get a 40 shield.
훔쳐 입갔군요.
And that now, if you roll that high, now we're gonna see some users in the block because you know it's a big number. Even with the damage reduction from defense levels
얻을 정보는
in mind when the enemy hits you, it's usually not enough, especially in Mirror Dungeon, especially in Kantos. They always have like 5 trillion defense level because of story reasons.
얘는 처리했고
빈틈 투성이로군.
알아주시.
끝났습니다.
Here we go. Hopefully I can get a long fight in the next one. The Plume of Proof is coolish. Refresh. Rusty commemorative coin, our good friend. It's been a while since I've seen you, actually, my good friend. Bloody gadgets, more damage, we'll take it. And your skill 1 is kind of worthless. Enhanced gift. Enhance the shit. Do haste. Can't, gotta sell something. Let's sell Kim Branch, we don't need it. This can go like right now. This can go. Need it. Enhance the slash. Now our boys are gonna get final power, which is amazing. Then we're gonna upgrade the Voodoo Doll because the Voodoo Doll is very good. And this one gives us haste and deals more damage. Yeah. 90% more damage. Oh, they don't sound like much beginning, but you understand that this damage bonus will stack up on each other and turn your little 10% more damage eventually into like a double to triple damage, which is especially powerful with some IDs. It's the doll. I like this doll. It has such a simple gimmick and it's so easy to cheese it. No, not cheese it, to defeat it in general.
직접 나서지.
And here we go. Who has talismans on them? Let's stack more talismans. Why do we want to stack more talismans? Easy, I will tell you. Because when the turn comes for him to suck up the talismans, we will make sure he gets it overloaded with talismans. Who else has it? You have it.
깔끔하게.
It is overkill? Yes. Am I going to do it? Yes. Because even without playing the gimmick, we can defeat this creature without any problem. I honestly doubt anyone had problems with this thing. The only time it was an issue was back when he was released, because if he took fire damage, burn damage, he would give that burn damage to everyone. That was bad. Stagger! There's our good friend, the coin. And here we go. If we clash against this, he will get all that curse effect back to him. Meaning, here you go, buddy. It's all yours. But wait, we can do that even better. So Faust has 3. Faust can do this, and then clash against this. And so can you. The rest of y'all, we're gonna tear his arm apart.
처리할 시간이야 머지리.
Here you go, buddy. All your talismans back to you. Enjoy.
끝났습니다.
Thank you for the talismans. Here, have them back. Alright, how about we give you even more talismans? You.
예측과도 같소.
There we go. Nice 15 reattached curse talismans, and now you're powered down by a lot, meaning you're dead. Nice number of coins. If you had bleed, you'd be dead too. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Break your body, we're gonna break your arm, we're gonna break your limbs. Look at the clash, the offense levels nerfing into the ground, man.
관찰은 끝났습니다.
Heartbroken.
예측대로군. 대연의 주.
Oh, what?
예크.
I am going to pack search for a long fight because I need to go do stuff. And the 7th Association it's something, alright. They have a special gimmick of their own, and I wish we had more 7 Association IDs. We are yet to get our team captain for the 7 Association. What do I mean by that? I mean an actual ID that gives them like this guy here. He buffs all of the 7 associations with a unique gimmick of sorts. We don't have that. What is this? Blade and artwork. Oh, that's Obina. I don't want to go there. Not yet, anyway. We'll do these later. Christmas time. I like. They have green. They're weak to green and red. We're gonna kill Santa. Christmas is right around the corner. My birthday is right around the corner. Actually closer than I remember. It's 9 days away from my birthday. What the hell? No, I don't wanna turn anyone into a gift right now. No, I don't want to look under the bed. Get this thing away from me. I don't want to go under the bed. Aha. And packaging box. Turner branch. And give me a refresh. Rebate. Now we get rebate token. Get screw yourself. There's nothing else here to do. We're just going. We're just balling. If the steam can has clash powers up the wazoo, they can just ball it.
현장에서 직접 뵙죠.
Again, the only grace we have going here is the grace for level ups, because I don't like the ADs falling behind just because they don't have levels. We're finding them on even ground here. We're finding them with green and red and blue and other color blue.
탐구는 끝났어.
Oh, she actually lost a clash. That's a first. Amazing.
깔끔하게.
You're paralyzed.
처치 약점이요.
the evil Christmas music. Reminds me of the third time I fought Velkahana, Monster Hunter. It wasn't Rise, because I didn't have... No, yeah, I fought Velkahana on Rise first.
너냐?
Gotta be honest, kind of dislike Word a lot. Much prefer Rise. And I wish next Monster Hunter would come out, because I don't consider Wilds. Because one, I can't run. Two, it is just Word 2. Not much like Word. World of Monster Hunter feels too much like a cinematic game, and on purpose, because they straight up said that we want to make a Monster Hunter for the Western people. And they did, and I don't like it.
침묵했어.
태연의 춤.
It's a perfectly fine game.
예.
It's a perfectly good game too. It's a good game. It's a Monster Hunter game, but yeah, there's a lot of problems that came with it. Problems that are gonna keep happening, because once you add a super move, you cannot remove the super move, and once you do, all the players want to do is do the super move.
깔끔하게 관찰을
That was
끝났습니다.
partially resolved, but that wasn't a problem back then with the Generations Ultimate, where your super move relied on you actually using your damn weapon. And build up the gauge for the super move rather than you can do it all the time. And now we have the problem where every great sword user is doing a shoulder tackle 3 times in a row for a true charge slash at every turn. Wow, you entered this area here with rage in your eyes, huh, little gnome? You don't want to get hit. Don't worry, we ain't gonna hit you. We're gonna hit everyone else but you, as a matter of fact, and then we're gonna hit you a lot.
탐구는 끝났어.
Actually, Heathcliff decided to jump the ball and attack the guy that we weren't supposed to attack. Good job, Heathcliff. We are all very proud of you.
관찰은 끝났습니다.
빈틈 투성이로군. 예측대로군.
How can he reload with Thunder Soul? No, he reloads by using all his bullets, or by before he uses all his bullets, use your counter, or when he gets staggered. But once he runs out of bullets, that's it, buddy. You're out of bullets. There are passives that you can put on that will give him more bullets, like Thumb Sinclair. But yeah, if you get staggered, use your counter, or run out of bullets, he reloads with the stronger bullets, and those are his final bullets. He doesn't get any more bullets after that. That makes Thumberson one of the best characters for solos because of that stagger recovery.
예측대로군.
We're here to end Christmas. Fire the wounded.
직접 나서지.
Bonk. That was funny to watch. The way he just stabbed him through the eyes. Another gnome with hatred in his eyes. He does not want to get hit. Which means Ryo's is going to hit him with a lucky point. I don't think you can kill him, stagger him with one go of the violence, so it's better damage.
직접 나서지.
관찰은 끝났습니다.
Attack! Yes, attack the guy with a counter. That's why we love you. That's why we like you. You see the danger and you leap straight into it.
쓰러졌고.
No. Ah, we're almost, how many gnomes there are? Goddamn. This is why we have AoE egos, and it needs to be the AoE nowadays. That's 162. Faust, do us a solid. Mop these guys up. Otis will go over there with Mustang and turn those two into mush. That's true guaranteed kills right there. Or not. Because she got 5% and she didn't actually get to kill it. Lovely. Still a lot of gnomes to go. It's a gnome slaughter fest. Just like my backyard at 5 a.m. Only they're fighting my cats and not me, which saddens me.
탐구는 끝났어.
Yes? No?
빈틈 투성이로군. 예측대로군.
Smack! Smack! This is such a worthless attack, honestly. Rankler does it, but he does it with a much better
관찰은
damage percentage, I guess. They really need to give some love to these older IDs, man. But the director did say that the fact that we get the newer IDs are more powerful is because lore reasons we're learning more powerful things. But still, you can give some love to them. This is a video game.
약점은 파악했어.
Endless gnomes! Endless gnomes! There are gnomes! Too many gnomes! Please help me. Get me out of Gnome Town already. God damn, how many more of you are there? It's been 11 turns of gnome slaughter, and there's still 5 of them to go. 7 of them to go.
쓰러졌고.
귀찮거리긴.
Alright, this is the last 3 gnomes. God damn it. Please put them out of their misery. You never stood a chance to begin with.
처리할 시간이야 머저리들.
I guess this is partially my fault. The 7 Association does not have any AoE attacks, and I did not equip any Eagles because we're just looking at the IDs. I only pay attention to Eagles when we're doing solo duos or trios. Mostly solos, to be honest, because that's when you're gonna get most users out of it. Kill him! Kill this pathetic little gnome!
직접 나서지.
그래, 얘는 처리했고.
Give me the big one! One side is going straight into your sack.
처리할 시간이야 머저리들.
It's so funny how simplistic Santata is compared to the Sinners, which are highly detailed. I think he just has flat collars. Or maybe I can't see it because of the glasses. But again, this is a funny little intervallo about Santa and his gnomes, but what if they were fucked up evil? Interesting. So you're gonna use that big shield on us, huh? What if I don't let you use that shield? What about that, buddy?
처리할 시간이야 머저리들.
부서진 홍차잎 같군요.
Oh, another string that we can do is Honglu and Heathcliff full stop. That's something interesting.
예측대로 빈틈투성이로 쓰러졌고.
Santa is dead. We have staved off the waves of the Padoru factory for another day. Because they will be back, as always. And with that, we have finished the Mirror Dungeon with the 7 Association. Look at them. Look at those glasses. Look at those glasses.
역시 남이
Look at that damage too.
맛있죠.
Minimal damage on everyone. Zerosha took a few hits because she has counter. But all in all, I'll give the 7 Association a 7 out of 10. Mostly because they are not amazing or anything, but they're pretty solid. And I don't go by the point system where anything below 9 or 10 is dog shit. They're a solid 7. They're a 7 Association. And that's making them pretty good. They're solid, they're not amazing, they do good damage, they do good clashes, but they don't roll high numbers because they're mostly about debuffing the enemy rather than buffing themselves to deal horrible amounts of damage. With that said, let's claim the reward of today. I need more loot, I need to charge again. Oops. I don't mind. There we go. So, according to our list here, tomorrow we'll be doing the Zwei, which is going to be a long one because the Zwei doesn't do damage, they just tank it. Wow, yeah.
밤까지 나와 있지 말고 일 없으면 빨리 들어가서.
Did I say Zwei or did I say middle? God damn it, I keep forgetting things.
아랫놈들인 줄 알았네요.
You know what? I want to do the middle again. I'm going to do the middle again tomorrow. We'll see if I remember. I am very inconsistent with these things. I do not apologize. I do not care. Let's collect our dailies and hit you with that spiel of every end of stream. So, my friends, if you have liked this the stream of today, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe on Twitch or YouTube. You know, all the things that help. If you really enjoyed the stream, please recommend it to your friends. And if you did not like it, we already know because I work for the 7 Association, we know everything about you. Please recommend it to your friends, to your enemies. I fucked it up. With that said, bye-bye, and until tomorrow where we're gonna do either the middle or the Zwei. I will decide before I stream. Bye-bye! And have a good start of the next week. Whoop whoop!